Hi there, welcome back to Creatively Crafted Life. My name is Melanie and today's video is all about Christmas cards, and namely the fact that I've issued myself a challenge to try and create at least one Christmas card every month so that hopefully by the time December rolls around I'm not scrambling. So I have a kit here that I put together a couple years ago of different items that I thought I could use on cards, namely Christmas cards. I've got stickers, I've got paper, I've got some pre-stamped images, so lots of stuff to play with. So let me get playing and I will show you what I came up with for this month. So I am feeling inspired by these shaker puffy stickers. I think this was from Crate Paper Merry Days, and I think they actually look pretty good with this I Wish paper from Maya Design. I bought this paper pad a while ago. It's from 2016. I know I didn't buy it then because I got it on clearance for $1. So I think we can make some fun cards with this. I'm also thinking that I will probably want to use some gold glitter washi tape, which I'm fast running out of, or this Merry Christmas washi tape. I often use this as a sentiment on a card. And what else do I got in here? I have some gold foil cardstock. This is from Park Lane, and I think that's probably where I'm going to start. The first thing I'm going to do is match up a 6x6 piece of cardstock with each of these stickers. So right off the bat, I like this plaid. I think it's really pretty. I think that would either work with the little skater girl or with this pink Merry Christmas. Well, in fact, it would also work with this one really well, but I'm thinking for one of those two. Actually, I think I'm going to do that one with the skater and then this one here with the holly leaves because of the little mistletoe. I think that just goes a little better with that theme. So I'm going to pair that one up with this one. This one with the trees, I'm thinking would look really cute with the trees from the snowman. And I'm liking this plaid with this one or with the tree down here. And I think I'm liking the stripe with this Merry Christmas. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we just need one more to counterbalance one of these. And I think I'm going to do the green with the tree. So those are my choices. What I'm going to do then is I am going to use my rectangle dies. These are from MFT. I've got the 1 and 2 stack. I don't remember which one this is, but it is, what size is it? It looks like it's 3.5 by 4 3/4. No, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 3.5 by 4 3/4. And the reason why I want to use this one is because I think this frame from the stitched scallop rectangles from Pink Fresh, the larger one, I think this will fit right inside of there. Now this actually is going to cut 2 frames, one with the scallop on the outside and one on the inside. I'm actually going to keep them together, I think. So I'm going to have a larger frame around the rectangle piece. So the rectangle pieces are going to be out of the pattern cardstock, and then these are going to be out of the gold. So let me get trimming. Okay, so when it comes to assembly, I actually did switch the pattern papers around for these. I like this better on that red and I like the pink better on the plaid, but regardless, I also, from the scraps, after I cut out these panels, I cut out some little banners like so to coordinate. And because some of them are ornaments and some of them are snow globes, I've got them going in 2 different directions. So the design is going to be this way for the ornament and this way for this snow globe. Okay. I also have some deep red card bases that I made out of some paper in my stash, and all we are going to do, super simple, is glue the cardstock panel to the middle of the card base, and I'm just eyeballing it. If you want to be particularly specific, you can measure. But I'm just going to eyeball it, give that a good press. Then I'm going to take one of the frames. And again, these are actually two separate pieces. You can split these apart, but I'm choosing to leave them together. So I do want to make sure when I apply adhesive that I'm spanning both sides of the cut lines so that they both will glue down properly. Okay, and then that is just going to go right on top of the panel. Make sure it's reasonably straight. Give that a good push, press. Then we're going to take the banner, apply a little bit of adhesive on the back side of that. And we're going to span this over top of the frame right to the edge of the card. If I were using, let's say, a stamped image instead of these shaker stickers, I probably would have applied some sort of foam behind this banner just to give it some dimension. But because I'm going to be laying this on top, it would be very difficult to get it to align. I guess I'd have to put foam behind this as well, and I'm choosing not to. And I am opting to overlap the snow globe with the frame a little bit, just to kind of connect it in that corner. I think that looks better than if I moved it over and I've got this little gap here. I think it just looks a little more connected, but you know, of course, do whatever appeals to your sense. And I'm going to give that a good push. And that's the basic card design. We do need a sentiment yet, so we will come back and do that after we finish gluing all of these down. Now, before we go and do that, let me just glue this other one so you can see how I modified the design to accommodate the different styles of shaker stickers. Okay, at this point, it's exactly the same. We're going to take that banner now and we're going to attach it lengthwise as opposed to widthwise. And I think this is just a little bit too long, but I am going to trim that out after I glue this down, just so I can get the length exactly where I want it. Okay, and for the ornament stickers, I added a little bit of a twine bow at the top. So basically the same design, just rotated. Okay, now we need some sort of sentiment and maybe some other embellishment like some punch snowflakes or something. Let me go see what I've got. So I pulled out this Tonic Studio Punch from my stash. It's just a basic snowflake punch, which, to be honest, I don't think I've ever used it before, so that was kind of fun. So I punched out 3 snowflakes per card, and I am just going to apply a little bit of adhesive on the back. And I think they still need a little something, like some rhinestones or something, so let me pull those out. Okay, so I have some half pearls and I have some rhinestones. These are really old from my stash, and I thought both would work. So I'm going to do one way and one the other, and let you decide for yourself what you like better. I was thinking the pearls would be good because it's kind of got like a vintage look to them, but I also think, you know, you can't go wrong with a little bit of sparkle. So do a little bit of both. Now the cards that have a sentiment inside, like this one says Merry Christmas, I'm not going to add anything further. I think this card is just fine the way that it is. For ones that don't really have anything, I do want to add something up here. So let me go look in my stash and see what I can find. Okay, so I found these dies that spell Merry Christmas. They were part of the Deco Tree Merry Christmas from Simon Says stamp. I separated the words from the tree because I figured I'd get more use out of them in their own container. And I die cut that out of the scraps of the gold. See how that looks. And now it's just a matter of gluing this down, which is always a little bit tricky. So I will spare you watching me do this. There's many different ways that you can go about this, you know, die cutting with double-sided tape on the back of the cardstock, stuff like that. I am just doing the good old-fashioned glue. Okay, so that is what the card looks like. I'm really happy with how these turned out. Now, I'm going to tell you that some of these stickers, they kind of had a bit of a bow in the back, and so I ended up having to actually apply some adhesive to get them to stick. Not on all of them, but especially these snow globe ones, yeah, they did need a little help. So that's the swan one. Here is the ornament in the dark. And this one is the one in the pink. Here is the skater girl, the snowman, and the last one is the Christmas tree. I like how these turned out. I'm really happy with them. And now I have 6 more cards ready to go for Christmas this year. So that is it for this month's Christmas card challenge. I hope you're inspired and play along. And until next time, happy crafting.